Hello, I am here with your April 9th, 2021 tarot, and we are using the Crow Tarot. These guys aren't quite as serious as the Murder of Crow Tarot. These ones are meant to be a little more playful and a little more fun, and what better energy to be embodying on a Friday than these mischievous crows. So I have done an off-screen pre-shuffle, and now we ask for our messages for Friday, April 9th, 2021. Are you guys ready for the weekend as we head into, at least where I'm living, a stay-at-home order, full on lockdown? This is happening on Thursday night. It starts Thursday at midnight, so that means all weekend for the next, believed to be 4 weeks. Yay! Tons of fun, right? Yeah. I wish those guys at Toronto would just kind of do their part for a little bit. That would be great. Because we did have an outbreak up where I live. We're kind of isolated. We're a little far north. But a lot of that can actually be linked back down to Southern Ontario. But thanks, guys. GTA. The whole province has to suffer because of pretty much the GTA. GTA, for those of you not familiar with Southern Ontario lingo, that is the Greater Toronto Area. And most of us here in Canada do not actually say that city as Toronto. It's Toronto. Toronto or Trona, depending on roughly where you're from in the country, because there's always that little regional thing, whether it be your dialect or your accent. Regardless of where you're from in the world, there is always something regional, and that card went absolutely flying. I will be right back. That is a major arcana card, by the way, that went flying, and we do have some of that influence coming up very shortly, but we will talk about this in a moment. Let's see if we can get, there we go, another major arcana card. And off the bottom of the deck, I'm just checking to see, I don't know, sometimes the very bottom of the deck has a little more influence than the surface where I take from. Again, it's my preference on how I do my shuffling and whether I take from the very bottom or the, I guess, top of the deck. But anyway, we have a card here on the bottom of the deck that this is its third appearance this week. And I also believe it made an appearance April 2nd. And I'm going to probably refer to that April 2nd reading quite a bit because that was a full major arcana read. That was some really big energy for one day. That is something I felt was going to be carried out through the month, and it is. So off the bottom of the deck, what is this mystery card? It's the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, air energy. It is moving from a rough time into a calmer time. The actual keywords is moving from rough water into calm water. Also with the Six of Swords, a little bit lesser associated and known is there's intuition. Even though it is an air sign, there's a lot of water in this, and the water is talking about, not only is it a movement card and a vessel, it also talks about your intuition. And intuition does kind of come up in one of these other cards. But we'll get on with the reading. And we start off with the Knight of Wands, the drama maker. The Knight of Wands comes in, stirs things up, and likes to then just sit back and go, Entertainment. One of the really good things with the Knight of Wands is he likes to charge in. He doesn't necessarily like to take charge, but he's got a lot of drive. He's got a lot of passion. He's got a lot of confidence. And this is really good. And it does tie into the new moon happening Sunday night into Monday morning, with the new moon being in Aries. And there is a lot of drive and passion, not necessarily passion, I guess, but a lot of drive and that boost of confidence coming in. And speaking of the moon, remember that card that went flying and I said ties in? Major Arcana card, the moon. Card of Cancer, water energy. The moon does influence a lot of things in our lives, whether you believe it or not. Being a police officer for 15 years, anybody who does any type of emergency response, any type of crisis work, whether you work in an emergency room, it doesn't mean you have to be a nurse. You could be the receptionist and you would see the same thing. The moon cycles affect people. Their behavior changes, and that is partially due to the fact that humans are mostly made of water. And the moon does affect the water cycles, not just on the earth, but as an individual. So when we come up to a new moon, that is when things are starting afresh. That's when you have the death card going from death into the rebirth. And anybody who's been struggling with those endings that have been happening for the last month, well, this new moon is going to give you the kick that you need to get moving forward. But right now, we are still in a little bit of a shadowy phase with this moon card. And this moon card talks about there's something being hidden in the shadows. There's something that needs to be revealed. And right now, with the moon waning, meaning it's getting smaller as it's entering or getting closer into the new moon cycle, the moon disappears from view and it just darkens those shadows a little bit more. It makes things a little bit harder to see at night. So this could be clouding our vision. There is a piece of information that we are not seeing yet, or there's something actually being physically hidden from us that we don't know, that has yet to be revealed. And this next card, I'm getting a little sick and tired of, because it is a major arcana card. So this does mean there's a lot of influence behind it. And this card, the Hanged Man, card of Pisces. So this is more water energy, and water energy does affect our emotions. The Hanged Man, not in distress, hanging around. Sometimes it means having to look at things from a different perspective. Another way to look at it as it's a period of waiting. And we have been in this period of waiting for far too long. Patience is wearing thin for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. This new cycle coming in with the new moon is going to help change all of this. However, we are still in a bit of a period of suspended animation while we try to find or are looking for this information, whatever is being hidden from view. We're waiting for that to be revealed and to be uncovered. And we're wanting to take charge and we're wanting to burst forward, but we're still kind of stuck in this suspended animation, and it is starting to cause a lot of drama. And I'm surprised that before that, Nine of Wands, High Priestess, there's a secret that is being kept from us. I was surprised the Conflict card wasn't close by, but we are in the process of moving from a rougher period of time into something much calmer. We still have to battle those rough seas for a little bit longer. And once this information is revealed, it is going to help us drive forward and to do so with confidence. So I'm going to leave it here, and I will talk to you tomorrow.